The Pac-12, a Western institution and the Conference of Champions more than 100 years. And today we get to crown another. It's an intriguing matchup as these teams battle for this conference trophy and continue the proud legacy of this league. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the second-ranked team, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Offense moving to a bunch formation. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
The Ducks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Football comes out. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the single back takes the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And now the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He makes the grab. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another 1st down.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be patient by playing zone. They run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
He hands it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Now it's 2nd down here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Oh, man. For him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's going to take off. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move his sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the 2nd and 3rd option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that 1st down.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he'll just get rid of it.
I mean, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's complete downfield. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. The Buckeyes looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And the defense closes in quickly to stop him short of the goal line.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Here we go. After a long drive, it's 3rd and goal. Can they punch it in or settle for 3? It's a shotgun run call. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than a conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
This one will be fair caught. Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They moved it well last time. They got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Looking to throw it on first down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. After that huge play, this offense is now in scoring position. They move into the red zone quickly.
Boy, Chris, you wonder what the next play will be for this offensive coordinator. Anytime you hit a big play like that, you get into the red zone, there's a tendency to want to go after the jugular, use that momentum to your advantage. Let's see what they call right here.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. On the run here, lets it go. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. We go with a direct snap.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the back now goes in motion. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
They've got him down behind the line. They lose yardage on that completion.
Well, the offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, you're looking at a third down.
Ball at the 6-yard line now. It's third and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Snyder. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient, prolific quarterback under center.
Here comes a handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It's a quick grab.
Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
And the quarterback keeps it here.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Man, every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out in the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but let's see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made down inside the 20. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And it's good for a first down to the 36. A new set of downs after that completion. They'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Here comes a first down pass attempt. On the run, he'll let it go. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Huge play. Moves the ball down inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Second down and goal. Linebackers making some adjustments now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Here we go, 3rd and goal coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. Right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So they settle for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. Bringing it out, it's Snyder. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. A pre-snap motion from the offense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Breaks loose at the 40. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick this away to begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Snyder. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Second down after that previous play. And there's the handoff. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Third down play for this offense. And they pick up the first on the ground. Second effort, their defense cannot stop them short of the marker.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, this is exactly what the defense talked about at halftime, coming up with a stop to start this second half. Now they've done that on this third down. We'll see what happens with the decision on fourth down, but the defense looks at a very different kind of energy to start the second half.
And the returner will be brought down. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Trying to create outside the pocket now. Short throw complete to the tight end. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. Started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. And Justin Herbert, of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. And we're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
And it's incomplete even at a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Getting set. Here's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking for the wide out. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Oh, it's snapped to the back. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. The Ducks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Direct snap to the back. Touchdown, Oregon. That puts them on top in the second half.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game with this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds an open target on the left side. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion sets up a second down play. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Stopped short of the end zone. Spot the ball at the 2-yard line.
I love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Sticking with the running game. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
The extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out. It's Snyder. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Makes a quick catch.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, trying to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
A gain makes it second and medium. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They stop him, but it's a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And on the carry, he's heading left. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Buckeyes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. It's a run to the left. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. And they get the completion. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. The Buckeyes trying to cash in here in the red zone. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is, and they do a good job of it right here.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Caught quickly. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone.
try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. And he takes it in for the score.
Touchdown, Ohio State. This will be fun. Strange things happen when the conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, fourth quarter. Who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football. You got a great chance at a victory.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Chris, anytime a quarterback starts to take off and scramble, the defense is alert to try to get to him and dislodge that football. He gets some positive yards, but he doesn't take care of the ball and secure it, and they're able to knock it away.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Got space looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late game comeback victory. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking, powerful running into the secondary. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence, and you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Touchdown, Oregon. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Great job here by this quarterback on this read. I thought he might try to get the ball to the receivers. Instead, he sees the matchup that he wants, finds that big tight end, and they get the go-ahead score here late in the game.
Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the fourth quarter. Can they hang on?
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone.
It's Snyder. And he's stopped at the 18. Returner.
At the 8th play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field.
They're going to run it here.
The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He hands it off from the gun. They'll tackle him at the 27.
They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play.
Try and muscle for the first down.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. And the wideout goes in motion.
A pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Offense will need some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock, a huge factor here. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the second down play.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And they'll finally bring him down. A big gain there to end the game, but he's stopped short, and the clock will run out. What a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves conference champions. That's a tremendous achievement, but we have to wait and see what the committee decides to do and if they'll get an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.